Oh, another special edition episode. It's episode 30.
Let's go!
We got the full squad on again. This is where we're catching up from the NBA predictions we did. We're just doing a little check-in. The All-Star break happened a couple weeks ago. Trade deadline happened, so it's a good time to check in before the Nuggets miss the playoffs again. So,
Timely tradition.
we had a little bet last night. Well, not last night. Whenever you're listening to this, several nights ago probably. The Nuggets played the Clippers, and Noah and I had a bet, just like when the Niners played the Cowboys. And just like that one, I also lost that bet. It was the same bet, so now I have to do a shot now. Fun fact, Noah thought he lost the bet because he didn't understand how the lines worked. So he actually thought he lost with the points.
I just assumed we were favored because the Clippers are the Clippers, you know? Because we've been so good this year.
Right, but you weren't favored, but he came in guns blazing with a whole thing of Smirnoff, ready to pay his debt. But yeah, I'm gonna do this now, I guess.
Oh, there it is. Well, what was that a shot of?
Jim Beam, nothing but the best.
The classy guys. Swallowing it with what? What are you chasing it with?
A new Belgium triple.
Damn.
It's on sale.
Quite a night. So something fun about that game after is, so for those of you who don't know, the Clippers was down 19, and we were going to lose the game in the third quarter. And then the one true god, Boban, went off and dominated the game. And no joke, because of that, Boban is now hanging in the Clippers' rafters. We put him up there last night. That just sums up the Clippers. After one good game, you made it up to the rafters. We have very low standards.
Well, that's special. Alright, before we get into this, if you haven't already, rate us and subscribe. Send us mailbag questions, because we're going to do a mailbag episode really soon. We've actually gotten quite a bit of them. We haven't done one in a while, so that's probably why. So, get yours in before it's too late. Like us on Facebook. Stuff. Someone's mic is going off. But we'll just push through that. Yeah, it was Noah.
Still going.
No, it's not anymore.
Okay.
And yeah, all that other good stuff. Alright, so let's just get into the basketball talk. We're just going to go around again and introduce ourselves like last time. So just Noah start because people know you already. So say your name.
What you're drinking.
Yeah, what you're drinking, favorite team, and how confident you feel in the predictions you made before the season. I guess I'll go first. My name is Eric. My favorite team is the Nuggets. You already know what I'm drinking. The new Belgian triple, and I am not confident at all in the predictions I made, but we're gonna go through it, so I don't know actually. Noah, how about you?
I'm Noah. I'm drinking a PBR, and I'm feeling pretty averagely confident. I think better than most people.
That's pretty low for you.
I know. I like to keep my expectations low.
Alright. Jake?
My name's Jake. I'm drinking an ice cold water.
You just got back from work, though.
It's a healthy man.
That's fair.
Could have just lied.
My favorite team is the Warriors, and I am not confident in my predictions. And because, you know what? I'm going to save it for later about my bets.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Squank.
I'm Squank. I like the Trailblazers. I'm drinking Bud Light, and I just hope I got one right, at least.
How many Bud Lights have you drank in preparation for this?
I could go count.
Okay, why don't you do that while Tom goes?
Is it one hand or two hand?
Two.
Alright.
Two hands, okay.
That's what I like to hear.
He's committed.
I'm Tom. See, favorite team? I'm gonna go with the Bucks. So I watched the Bucks game yesterday in preparation for this. So that's my new favorite team. And my one pick that I'm confident in is my Rookie of the Year pick. Rest are garbage. Rookie of the Year is golden.
Did you say
Who
what
was
you're
your Rookie
drinking?
of the Year pick?
Lonzo.
Lonzo, baby.
Oh, of course.
The one
He's
and
totally going to win it.
comeback second half.
Oh,
I'm drinking Corona.
Nice. Very classy.
Yeah.
Very Fast and Furious.
I got 3 different beers though. I got a selection of entrees here.
Wow.
Go through them all.
Okay. I expect you to keep us updated. So the way we're going to do this, I think we kind of talked about this. We're just going to start by just going through our predictions. But Jake, I know you want to get something off your chest. You want to just let it out?
Man, so do I. So, for anyone who listened to the last basketball pod, I made 3 real-life bets on the NBA. And let's just say
Noah forgot.
it was a strikeout.
Noah's the
What were
co-host
the
of
3
the
bets?
show.
I don't
and he's-
remember this.
That's
This
actually
is
probably
perfect.
good, just to remind everyone.
My
Yeah.
first, I made 2 over-under bets, and I made 1 long shot bet on the MVP. My bet on the MVP took 10-1 odds on Giannis, which, not a bad bet, because
Not a bad bet.
what is he, top 3? We can talk about it later, but he's not going to win, because when we talk about MVP, there's a clear favorite. I bet on the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks of the bottom of the Western Conference standings,
Oh, those Mavericks.
to win 36 games or more. And I just want to say that I'm okay with my bet, everyone, because the Mavericks turned out to be the worst clutch team in the history of the world. So, for anyone listening, clutch stats are in the last 5 minutes of a game within 5 points, and the Mavericks are 9-29 in those games.
Oh,
Not
That is the worst.
That's a lot of clutch games for a team that's that bad.
that's true. It is. A lot
They're
of close games.
fighters, and then they blow it, and that's why they're openly tanking now. But
Oh, that's
I should
right.
say, if you took those games, made them an average team, so 500 in clutch games, they would already have 29 wins this year, and they have the rest of the season at 70 wins. So I'm proud. My other bet was on the San Antonio Spurs to win over 55 games, and Kawhi Leonard played 7 games this year. So, fuck me.
So far.
So far, true.
You might come
But,
back.
they were fighting for a long time. They were 30-20 on pace, and then, it just didn't happen.
Here's the thing about Kawhi coming back. Pop said he would be out for the year. That's the rule. He can't come back.
No, man. That's the reverse rule. He said, if you don't come back now, I'm not going to let you come back. So he's trying to come back.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Well, I'm trying to be the man. And Pop is the man.
Yeah.
Pop is the man.
Pop is the man.
All right.
Is he my coach of the year? I think so.
Yeah, he is.
Look at that.
All right, so let's go through some of these MVP picks we had. So I had LeBron, Jake had Giannis, of course. Clank had Kyrie, Tom had Kawhi, and Noah
Probably
had
not
LeBron
Kawhi.
as well. So none of us have the favorite, which is James Harden,
No.
right?
No. Is it?
The best single offensive season of all time.
What was that?
Is having the best single offensive season of all time, I would say.
Yeah, he's been balling.
That's
I will still say though, LeBron is the most important player in the league. So
Oh.
I'm not gonna win it, but I'm still
No.
right.
Maybe
always
most valuable player of the year, maybe? Most
That's
important, most
literally-
valuable. I'd say those are synonyms. He still got my vote.
See, but it's not best player in the league. And the Cavs, if we all remember, were on the brink of destruction because LeBron's
It's
not
awesome.
trying.
It's not the best player in the league, but also it's not the most. We call it the MVP, but it's not though. If you take
No.
Harden off the Houston Rockets, the Houston Rockets don't get as bad as if you take LeBron off the Cavaliers.
That's true. Also, if that were the status, I win my bet because the Bucks are garbage without Giannis.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Yeah.
Totally garbage.
I like
What if you
Squink's
take time
Kyrie
off the
pick.
Blazers?
Yeah, Squink,
yeah.
that was a bold pick. It was looking good for a little while.
Yeah. Beginning of the
So-
season, he was up there, and then he just kind of,
It was crazy. It's crazy. Unfortunately, MVP is just not a fun discussion this year. Anthony Davis has been surging.
Yeah,
Well,
if he's balling.
We have to
It's just
talk
not gonna
about Tom's Kawhi pick.
Yeah, we got
do.
There's nothing to talk about.
No, we don't. We don't have to give him shit. You just got really unlucky because
Yeah,
your
I sure
man didn't
did.
play.
he would have been a contender.
7 games.
You gotta think so.
Alright, let's see. Rookie of the year, we had, I had Donovan Mitchell.
Which
Jake
was a
had-
great
Yeah, and you know
Great
my
prediction.
reason? Remember my reasoning?
no.
It's because the
Okay.
Nuggets passed on him. And you,
Wow. Unreal.
and then Jake picked Dennis Smith Jr., Squank picked Josh Jackson. We know who Tom picked. And then
Yeah,
Noah
say
picked
it.
Ben Simmons. Lonzo.
Who did Tom
you picked
pick?
Lonzo.
Yeah, I sure did.
Jake really dropped the ball here.
Hey! My thing was, if he played 42 minutes a game like he did in that preseason game, he would win Rookie of the Year, which he is not. So,
The Suns
I have an
lost
out.
So it's coach's fault.
points.
Yeah, Earl Watson got fired, so it
How
kinda
do
ruined
you
my
fire a
prediction.
coach after like 3 games? I don't understand. Like, you have to know it's bad before the season starts.
Well, but they gave up 30 points, or they lost by 40 in 3 of the first 4 games.
I know,
So
but you
that's
have to,
pretty bad.
like, you can't like go into a season thinking this is the coach, and then after 3 games you're like, now he's not the coach. You know, like
I would
that's pretty
agree,
quick.
That's
They
poor
changed their
honesty.
mind. It's, yeah.
Alright, let me tell you why Lonzo is
Yes,
still
here
the
we go.
pick.
This is
Alright.
Tom's time.
So I remember this from the moment Tom said it. He predicted Lonzo would average 31.3 points a game.
Alright, well, let me tell you. 3-point shooting is 31.9%, so those numbers are close.
which isn't great.
Right, which is fantastic. I agree, Eric. Otherwise, so he's averaging double-digit points per game, 10.2, 7.1 rebounds per game, and 7 assists per game. That is nearly a triple-double.
Very good.
That's about a triple-double.
It's-
Lonzo's,
It's all good off points, man.
If you add up, it is a triple double.
Lonzo's not a bad player,
No,
Like, he's
he just
not.
can't score.
and he's just not as good as Tom thinks he is. Mostly.
No. Coaching is not as good as Tom wishes coaching was. For example,
Got to say.
first thing you look up when you look up Lonzo Ball in the Google News, you see the headline, Lonzo Ball dazzles as Lakers relearn how to play with the rookie point guard. It's not Lonzo. It's the coaching that can't play him right.
How
Who's
do you
injured?
play him,
Come
Tom?
on.
Give him more minutes, give him more shots.
He was
Let's-
hurt.
Don't let him pass the ball.
Yeah, none of this Kuzma guy.
He literally
Lo-
couldn't play.
Lonzo's not even the best rookie on his own team.
At this point. I still argue that there's a chance.
No, I would say Lonzo's going to finish the best rookie. Kuzma's been trash.
Fucking right.
He's been tanking. It's tough.
I got the
I'm a
basketball
big
not on my side.
Lonzo fan, Tom. You can't shoot 30% from 3 and 40% from 2 and be good. You just can't do it.
I think there's room for improvement, and he's going to utilize that room and improve.
There we go. I like it.
Tom
So let's
spoken.
get down to the real
You're like a head
conversation.
coach that says nothing. It's stupid.
I mean, that shows my lack of knowledge of the game.
But it makes you sound very smart.
Tom
That's what I'm
sent
saying.
me a Snapchat before this earlier today of him
Yeah.
watching a basketball game, doing
Yeah.
some research.
And yesterday,
Watching
that's how I came
The
over with
Warriors
my
play
new
the
favorite
Lakers.
team. I was
Uh,
watching the Bucks game.
Yeah. All right. So the next one was 6-man. Four
Well,
of us
who you think's gonna win?
said Lou Williams, and Tom said Jamal Crawford.
How's Jamal doing?
Not good.
All right.
Except against the Blazers.
Not playing too much anymore.
Lose the favorite, right?
Lou Williams
He's got
will win 6-man of the year if he's eligible.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. Is if
That's the only problem. He has been starting too many games because the Clippers kind of lost all their players.
Him.
injuries, it's ridiculous.
A lot of injuries. And you traded Chris Paul's gone. And Austin Rivers was hurt.
the GOAT refer to him as his correct name, please.
The GOAT of the triple jab step contested 3.
What a first step. That's all I'm going to say. He has a great first step.
That's
And he's
fair.
shooting better. I don't know if it's still true, but he's shooting better from 3 than Curry. For a lot of the season, he was.
I love that so much.
I know, it's
That's
incredible.
amazing. While I look that up, can we backtrack real quick? And then
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me who you think's going to win Rookie of the Year? Because we kind of just talked about
Oh,
Lonzo.
yeah. Well, Noah said Ben Simmons.
And you said Donovan Mitchell, and it's between those two. So who's going to win?
I think
Donovan Mitchell.
it's going to be a coin flip, and the voters are going to look at it, and they're going to be like, yep, which one did the Nuggets pass on? It was Donovan Mitchell. And we have to go with Donovan Mitchell.
Fair.
It's flawless logic, and I don't know if I can disagree. No, I think Ben Simmons will get it. Because he's been good
Yeah.
the entire year. Well,
That's true.
Donovan's been really good lately.
That's fair. And then Simmons does more just like counting stats, besides points.
Yeah, I think like when the season ends and people look back on it, they're gonna look at the stats and they're gonna look at the highlights and they're gonna realize, holy shit, Ben Simmons did this the whole year. But
He's almost an all-star.
yeah,
Just a big, wow, 39% from 3 for Austin Rivers. I'm impressed.
Right? Right? He's actually
if
like,
Lonzo was shooting there, we'd have something to talk about.
He's getting up there.
are you guys ready to move on to most improved player? Because
Because
we have some good picks.
do we?
No,
Hit me with them.
Russell.
I picked Mason Plumlee. Jake picked Thonmaker. Squank picked
Ooh.
Yusuf Nurkic. Tom picked D'Angelo Russell, and Noah picked Porzingis.
Wow.
It's just a graveyard.
Chris Stapps.
Yeah. Chris was on his way to contending.
He was.
Then the old ACL pack. Gotta hate that. The rest of us, though, what were we thinking?
Well, mine was a petty reason, because
Yeah, that's true. I was
Mine
kind of
was
just.
I'm noticing a theme, Eric.
Just an all-around petty guy.
I can't blame you.
who's actually leading this in the real in real
It's
life?
gotta be Victor Oladipo, right?
Who the fuck is Thon?
Yeah.
Is Thon even a real name?
Yeah, he's on. Actually, real quick, Tom, what team is Tom Maker on?
I would. I don't fucking know that.
The Bucks.
Well, I thought it was your favorite team.
Yikes. You didn't give me a chance to Google it. You gotta send me that in a text first or something.
I just didn't
Look
think you
like I
would
know
make
what I'm
it.
doing.
Yeah, this one's kind of looking like a runaway for Victor Oladipo. Like going from 12 points a game with Russ last year to 20 plus as an all-star.
Yeah, I mean, 24.5 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 4.1 assists.
It's good enough 24 and a half.
Tom's making
Can't
shit
argue.
up.
I
What?
just thought I Googled it.
Eric, just let me have this. Jacob has shut me down there.
Gosh, that guy.
And he has the Pacers at the 5 seed,
Yeah, that's
which is
kind
shocking.
of crazy. That's crazy.
Are
Do
there
the
any
Pacers have
other
anyone else?
Are there any other contenders for this?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, the Buff,
Lou Williams.
the pride
I
of
mean-
CU, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Like anyone who goes from average to all-star is just going to win this award.
Yeah.
It's all about hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The NBA is mostly about hype, really. That's okay.
All right, Coach of the Year. I had Michael Malone. Jake had Brett Brown. Squanks had Eric Spoelstra. I like a lot of Squanks picks. They're not right, but I like where he was going with that. Tom had Popovich. Noah had Brett Brown.
Full disclosure, I don't know who Brett Brown is.
You
and
picked
I only picked him because Jake did. I'm playing to win, guys.
That's always a safe bet.
Out of our picks, I would say, no doubt, Squank wins this one.
Spolstra?
Because Peter in the playoffs.
And he went to a good school.
So who does Brett Brown coach?
Sixers.
They've been
Ooh.
pretty good. They got
I just
They
don't
were
really know how
supposed to
people,
be good, though.
Yeah, I don't really know what people expect of the Sixers.
I think
Like,
I think they're at expectations, and I think that doesn't win you Coach of the Year.
that's true. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
really know who's gonna win. I mean, who do you guys think's gonna win?
Who's Toronto? Dwayne
Yeah.
Casey?
Oh, Dwayne Casey probably. I
Dwayne
thought it was going to be
Casey
Pop
or-
for a while.
Yeah.
D'Antoni.
Oh, D'Antoni could. If they get the
Did
one
he win
seed.
it last year, though?
Oh, he
Still,
did.
if they get the 1 seed.
That's true. And yeah, nobody really talks about the Raptors because they're the Raptors.
Even though they're the 1 seed,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I mean, you never know. Michael Malone could sneak in there.
Good.
If you guys get like the sneak up to the 3 seed,
Which was my prediction the other day.
It's unlikely now that
They're going the other way.
we blew a
Unlikely
19-point
now.
lead to the Clippers.
What are you talking about, bro? How many games out of you? 3.5
It's-
out of the 3.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
from the 3 seed to the 10 seed, it's 5.5 games.
Yeah,
So-
every night's like a disaster.
It's a close race.
It was really unexpected going into the season.
Yeah.
The West had some big win totals, and it's just only happening for the top 2.
All
Must be
right.
nice to be a fan of one of them, right?
All right, moving on.
What a dick.
DPOY, defensive player. I had Kawhi. That's sad. No,
Idiot.
Jake had Draymond. Swank had Rudy Gobert. Tom had Anthony Davis, and Noah had Kawhi as well.
Is there any way to tell who's going to win this?
Yeah,
feel
I
like
have no idea.
I have my own opinion, but there's no way to tell. If you want to hear
this
my
is like the
opinion.
hardest
What is your
award to
opinion,
pick
Jake?
before the end of the season.
Joel Embiid.
Oh,
I
I
could
love
see it.
that.
He's a monster.
Embiid is my favorite player that's not a Clipper. Maybe my favorite player. I love Embiid. He is hysterical.
He's just such a good guy. He's hilarious.
He's got the pop culture love. He's just an enormous human being who blocks shots.
He's
got
so
the good
much fun to
on-off
play.
numbers.
He plays with such a childlike love at times. It's adorable.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
fun to
know, I
watch.
Joel Embiid is adorable. I've never heard that before.
I don't know
I
if
bring
it's
hot
ever-
takes here at the pod.
He loves it, man.
Unique opinions.
Well, we need him to step it up so Brett Brown can win Coach of the Year.
I couldn't agree more. We also
Have
need him to
we-
step it up to convince LeBron to go there.
Ooh.
Yeah, true.
Complete the process.
Let's talk about that later, though. Let's talk about LeBron later.
Yeah, that's the big
Process
thing we need
station.
to discuss, because that's now a
Have
real
we?
thing.
Have we gotten any right yet?
Yeah, I picked Donovan Mitchell.
That's
I
true.
picked Ben Simmons, you fuckface.
We all picked Lou Williams.
Yeah, we all picked Lou Williams
Lillard.
except Tom.
Hey.
Alright, that's probably the only one that's confirmed. One of you guys is going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, alright, go us. Way to go,
I
guys.
thought of the ones later on, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, let's keep
Alright.
going. Keep going.
First coach fired. We all got this wrong because it was Earl Mitchell after
Earl
36
Watson.
minutes of the NBA season. I picked Fred Hoiberg. Jake picked Alvin Gentry. Twank picked Tibbs. Tom picked Luke Walton. I forgot about that. And Noah picked Doc Rivers.
All of them still employed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hated Doc Rivers before, but he's been a good coach. He's had a good season. This team should not be as good as it is.
They
The
figured
amount of
it out.
troubles with the amount of injuries they've had, we should not be in the playoffs or in playoff contention.
Whose fault was it before then?
It was all
Blake
Doc.
Griffin?
He should have been fired before.
It
Before
was
the shit.
it was stale, man. They just got tired of each other. Like they didn't like each other anymore.
I think that was a big, yeah.
And like Doc's a whiner, Blake's a whiner, and Chris Paul's a whiner. You have
I don't
three
know if that's
whiners.
relevant.
Like it's just
We're
big grumpy,
taking
man.
shots now.
I think
How
it's
can
very
you not-
relevant.
How can you not like each other? You're getting paid millions of dollars to dribble a round ball. Just pretend to fucking like each other.
Yeah,
Win
they
some
did
games.
pretend, Tom. They just didn't like each other.
So they're getting paid millions of dollars to dribble
They want
around the
some
ball
games,
elsewhere.
but you have to like each other because you gotta spend 10 months out of the year with these people. Like that's about as much time
You
as we have to spend
see
together
it
in
more
the
than your
house,
family and all that.
Yeah, crazy. So if you got a whole bunch of whiners together, it's just not gonna go well.
You know what? I think it'd be fun.
I don't know if one has anything. I think hey, go land on somebody's legs, Zaza. Okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, go the dirtiest player in the fucking league.
I hate
You're
that.
taking dirty shots right now. Makes sense coming from a Warriors fan.
I've hated Zaza since the beginning.
I don't think anyone likes Zaza.
Zaza Champion.
Yeah, he's dirty, man.
Alright, I think that this one would be fun to discuss in terms of wipe the slate clean, because Earl Mitchell really went after this category and he owned it. Who do you guys think going to be the next coach fired now, from this point on?
Oh man,
Really testing my basketball coach knowledge.
yeah, I don't feel like I deserve to answer this question.
Jake's got it.
I'm just distracted that Eric keeps calling him Earl Mitchell.
It's Earl Watson, Eric.
Oh, motherfucker.
Idiot.
I had to do a shot at the beginning of the show, okay? So
That's fair. Man,
Who's Charlotte's coach?
Earl Mitchell is the 49ers nose tackle. That's why I keep calling him that.
Almost the same thing.
Whoever Thunder's coach
fired in the
is.
second half. Billy Donovan.
Billy
I
Donovan.
can see that.
I knew that.
I have my pick.
I really don't know. Mike Malone.
It's the same as my coach of the year pick, Michael Malone.
Not bitter at all.
Oh my god. I should show you guys and all the listeners the messenger chat between me and Eric, because this dude is just bipolar on the Nuggets.
They're a bipolar team. You gotta admit, they're really bad, and then all of a sudden they look so good, and it doesn't make any sense.
Well, you're a 500 team, bro. You're figuring it out.
But it's not like the highs are just so high, and the lows, it's not like they're just wavering in the middle.
That's fair.
Eddie.
I've never experienced rooting for a team that has so many highs and lows like that, different in the same season.
Yeah.
That's what it's like being a Cowboys fan too.
Yeah. I bet
miserable.
that's for football. It's gotta be tough because each win is so.
I said this to Noah about the Cowboys. This is not related to the NBA now, but I said this to him after the season. It was like, I've never seen a team. You were above 500. You went 9-7, and you went 9-7. And every game you played, I was like, they're definitely gonna lose this game. And I'm not even a fan of your team. I was like,
Every game it felt like we're
there's
gonna
no
lose.
way they win this game. And I don't know how to describe that.
It was truly a joyless season. I took no joy from last season. It was
You won
awful.
more games than you lost, and every game I was like, yeah, they're not gonna win this.
And every game I felt empty after. I was not. I hated football this year. I truly didn't enjoy it.
That sucks.
It was rough.
Segue back to the NBA. I know your pain though, because I watched all 66 games of the last
You are
lockout
not
season.
allowed to compare the Cowboys to Golden State right now.
Not right
Golden
now.
State Warriors who won 22 out of 66 games.
Oh, I did not. Okay, never mind. I
Won the lockout in 2012. I watched every single game, and we lost 2/3 of them.
Was that the season that Nate Robinson was on your team?
No, we were actually good when we had Nate Ross. We had Charles Jenkins that year. You know him?
No.
Great player.
I just remember you being bitter when you told me one time that you watched every minute of every Warriors game the season you had Nate Robinson in. He didn't dunk once.
Never done. Went for the Bulls, dunked in his third game. Outrageous.
Definitely salty.
I'm so salty, man.
Alright.
So I'm dunking in Israel. Alright, what's next?
Most disappointing team. Oh boy, Tom. I said the Thunder. Jake said the Jazz.
Oh, Tom!
Squank said the Timberwolves. Tom said the Rockets. And Noah said the Celtics, which isn't good
Okay.
either.
About the Celtics.
We were all very wrong.
They have an out. No, I think Eric has a shot.
Me?
The Celtics?
No,
No.
I said the Thunder.
They're 7th seed. They got Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George, and give the 7th seed. That's
they
arguably
were
the
hyped.
most disappointing team.
That's
I
fair.
think Celtics, though, the way they've been the past, like,
Yeah, they haven't been as good.
if they
I-
continue this, they also have a shot at it.
I saw some stats that were like indicating that they probably weren't as good as their record was in the beginning. I couldn't find them or tell you what they are now, but I know I saw them.
Super credible. Thank you.
And also, it's not a bad prediction. Like, I was worried about Chris Paul and James Harden playing together. Because they're both ball-dominant guards. Like, of course, they're fantastic, but, like, I see where he was coming from.
Yeah. That's
You-
fair. They turned out to be really good, though.
Turned out to be-
So it's
I
not
was-
fair.
I was feeling pretty good about the Jazz until Donovan Mitchell won 11 straight games because they were real bad. But Eric, I'm looking through the standings right now. I think you might be right.
About what?
The Thunder.
Yeah, I think the Thunder,
Thunder.
Like,
as
they're
of right
still
now,
8 games over 500, but like that's like they were a 50 win projection.
they have, like, 3 potential Hall of Famers. And they're not, like, and they're the 7th seed.
Yeah,
Melo sucks now. He is not good anymore.
it hurts my soul, man. As a lifer Melo fan,
I believe
always
you
tried
told us to
Melo.
stay mellow on the last one you were on.
I should still stay in Melo. I'll
You know,
stay in
Melo's
Melo
from
until he
Baltimore?
retires. Is he?
Yeah. West Baltimore.
Is that where you are at right now? What
That's where
cardinal
I'm from.
direction of Baltimore are you in?
I'm in, like, mid-north Baltimore, but I work in West Baltimore.
Mid-north.
You know who else is from Baltimore?
Will Barton.
Will Barton. Will.
How
I'm
did
impressed.
you guess that?
Yeah. What?
Because he talks about it all the time.
Really?
Well, and our,
Yes.
our GM's also from Baltimore, so they both talk about how they're both from Baltimore.
Okay. I'm looking. The only other disappointing team I would say is the Cavs.
But then
Right.
now they're not. They're like
They're
the
also
Cavs
going to go to
again.
the finals, so.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the finals. So, yeah, probably. I always try to believe.
All
How
right.
fun would-
What about Memphis? Weren't they supposed
Oh
to be
yeah, that's a good one.
decent?
That's a really good
Good
one.
Yeah, Eric, you lose. It's Memphis. They're
Yeah.
20 games below 500.
They lost 11 in a row.
They're so bad.
Yikes.
Wow.
What happened?
They
My
lost
Marcus
11 in a row.
They lost their coach really early, didn't they? Too? I don't even remember now.
was that this
No.
year?
That was this year.
What?
Interesting.
No one remembers,
no.
but yeah, it was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, I
going
think they
crazy.
did lose their coach.
They fired their coach really early.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, I wasn't sure. I mean, I didn't think they were
Fizdale.
going to be this bad, but Fizdale. that's
J.P.
right.
Bickerstaff.
Yeah, JP Bickerstaff he was not the coach to start the year.
He's the answer.
No.
The best interim coach of all time. So many opportunities. That dude is so lucky.
I don't remember if it was JB Bickerstaff or Earl Watson, but one of them's from Denver. That's all I have to add.
Nice.
How do you-
J.B. Bickerstaff.
Yeah,
He
it's
went to
okay.
East High School, if you know where that is.
Yeah, because his dad was an assistant with the Nuggets. So he grew up and went to East. Yeah. Okay,
Well,
continue.
listen, you might not
There you
like our
go.
content. We are teaching you stuff. Sure. But Memphis just lost. Like, they were grit and grind. But, like, Marcus Gasol and Mike Conley were just good basketball players. Like, Zach Randolph and Tony Allen were the grit and the grind. And they lost them both. And they just kind of tanked. Do you actually see what Marcus Gasol said today or yesterday about the Grizzlies?
No.
Yeah.
They asked him about player development. And he said, this is the NBA, not the G League.
Ooh.
So he's butthurt.
I love that.
Marcus Gasol to Portland.
I absolutely
Snap.
love
Start
that.
it now.
Marcus Gasol is butthurt. So let's watch for him.
Okay, Squint, I know you said that as a joke, but I have to ask. So what is up with Yusuf Nurkic? Because honestly, I don't know. I just root against him in my head. But like, what's going on?
He would not dunk the ball. He would do this little like half flip shot.
Because he loves to do post moves. You know, I've seen that.
That's all he would do. He wouldn't try and dunk. Like, he didn't dunk the ball for like 20 games, I swear. And now he's starting to dunk more, and he's doing better.
Okay.
I feel like Dame told him to knock that shit off, because it was not.
So,
it was just like, woo, woo.
Let me ask you this. So what's the difference between Nurkic at the end of last year and this year? Like, what changed? Because obviously I was rooting against him, but he was objectively so good at the end of last year. It was terrifying. So what changed?
Making shots? I don't know.
That's a great analysis right there.
Was it true that he was like hogging the ball a little bit at the beginning of this year?
Yeah, he was. Every time he touched it, he would just huck.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And he also lost like 40 pounds or whatever, so he's still trying to learn a new weight, but I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. What about on the defensive end? Because he was always a monster
He's been good on defense.
Okay.
Like the reason we've been good. Him and Dame actually playing good defense this year.
Damn, now that's a surprise.
I was surprised. He is very, very good this year. Very, very good.
Dame's always been low-key super good, though. Like, he's one of the more underrated players in the league.
Oh.
He's always so much fun to watch, too.
Glad you said that, Eric.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to the last podcast, I declared him the most underrated player in the league.
Jake, did you just listen to the last one or something? You pulling out all these facts.
I remember everything related to basketball, nothing about real life.
That's all you really need.
I mean, you guys know everything. You know how it is. Constantly watching. So, speaking of Dame, I'm going to throw in a little randomness since he's on this list. I want you guys, as a unit, no Google com, to name me the top 10 scorers in the NBA right now.
James Harden.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook.
Yep, that's James Harden 1, Russell Westbrook 9.
Mason Plumlee.
Nope.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to go with Dame.
I want to know on the list where Mason Plumlee is. Definitely not in the top 50.
He's not in the...
Number 6.
Dame is number 6?
That is a baller right there. 26 points.
KD and Steph.
Donovan Mitchell.
Giannis.
3.
LeBron?
Steph 4. KD 7. LeBron 5. So we're
Lou Williams.
missing number 2. No, we're missing number 2.
Who the fuck's number 2?
And number 10.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, Anthony Davis should be on that
28
list.
points per game.
He was number 2?
Ah, crazy. And now you're missing number 8 and number 10.
That's
Number
my
8 is injured. And
Number
I doubt
8's
any of
injured?
DeMarcus Cousins?
Cousins. Number 10. This one blew my mind. I had no idea. On a terrible team.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
I fucking cheated.
4.7.
I did not cheat.
Wait, how many points per game does he have?
4.7. He's almost putting up 25, 5, and 5.
I didn't realize the Suns even put up 30 points a game.
That's perfect. Man,
No, they can score the ball. They just don't play defense.
that's crazy. There's another Sun in the top 30 scoring. Anybody know who it is?
TJ Warren.
Jay Warren. You guys know who that is?
No,
I
I
thought-
couldn't name another son.
I thought that man was out of the league last year at the beginning of the season. And then he just shut me right up. Alright. I just wanted to throw that in there.
That was fun.
Alright,
Top 10.
so our next prediction was just the finals. We predicted who would be in the finals.
Oh boy.
Again,
Oh,
I
Tom.
love Squank's pick, but it's not going to be right. So I said Cavs Warriors. Jake says Cavs Warriors. Squank said Wizards Warriors, which I think is good, but not going to happen. Tom said Cavs Lakers. I distinctly remember trying to talk Tom out of actually picking the Lakers like several times on last podcast, but he wouldn't do it. So I just wrote it down, and now he's stuck with it forever.
I had already had 3 beers.
Noah also said Cavs Warriors, so it's going to be Cavs Warriors, right?
I don't
Maybe.
know. Houston.
What? Probably.
No.
I think the Cavs have a better shot at making the finals than the Warriors do.
What about Toronto?
Disagree.
I think LeBron James can beat anybody in the East, but I think Houston. I think James Harden and Chris Paul together. I still think the Warriors will make it.
I think you are taking for granted the fact that the Nuggets might be the 8th seed.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, I'm not allowed to talk about.
Granted that the Warriors are half a game behind Houston and haven't been trying until a week ago.
That's very true.
Yeah, no, I think the Warriors are going to kill them.
Let me say this, guys. This comes from a 1A fan of the Warriors and a 1B fan of the league. I hope we lose.
In what? In to the Rockets?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So
Just
the
not get
Nuggets.
the finals.
Just
To the Clippers?
It would probably be better if we lost to the Rockets. I'll lose to the Clippers in the first round. That would be nuts.
That would be the craziest thing in my
Oh
life.
my god, I would break so many TVs.
Gotta get Glenn to film that.
Yeah, if the Warriors lose, I think that'd be the best thing for the league.
It would be very.
Oh, absolutely.
Kevin Durant needs to move on.
You can't just have the same two teams playing against each other every year.
Yeah, that's true. It makes the finals itself are exciting because it's just great basketball like it was last year, but the rest of the season is.
I think this is a good time to bring this up because we're talking about the playoffs and the Warriors possibly losing. So there was that report that the league was talking about changing up the playoff structure. How did you guys feel about that? Do you think that's a good idea?
For our listeners, what are they? What are they?
Yeah, you are listeners.
Well, so the article is saying that they were talking about doing some sort of play-in, right, for the lower seeds.
Yes.
Which on face value I think is a bad idea. Like if you were to do like the teams who finish 8th and 9th play the 1 seed, I think that's a waste of time and dumb. First of all, too many teams make the playoff as is, in my opinion. Over half the league makes the playoff, so you don't need more teams making the playoffs. But if you were to change up the playoff structure in a way, I think I don't know if the first round. My big thing, I don't think the first round needs to go 7 games.
I agree.
So you're one of those people?
Because there's no in a 7-game series, like the lower seeds are never going to win.
Yeah, a lot of people like that though. Reward the best teams, but yeah, it's true. Like Clippers Warriors 1-8. You'll never beat us.
Yeah,
the 7-game series.
Jesus Christ, who's that?
Not me.
No.
Yeah.
Just not me. I just unplugged my mic.
Yeah, now it stopped.
That's unfortunate.
Sold himself out.
No, did you just did you just send me a picture of all of us?
Yeah, what is that?
I hit the little thing on the left, thinking I would turn my camera back on. Apparently it sent
Oh man, that's a good little picture.
I think a play-in tournament for no other reason would be interesting.
I think I'd watch it.
But the team's going to get smacked. I think you could do it from the 7 to the 10 seed and make it like a 2-week-long thing and cut some games off the season.
The best comparison to this is baseball. They added the wild card game.
Yeah.
I think it could be fun in the sense if it's like a tournament style, single elimination sort of thing. I don't know. But then to do that, you'd need like every team to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that means
just down for a 30-team playoff, add 2 expansion teams, and March Madness this thing up, man.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I like that a lot. But then the whole regular season's worthless.
Yeah, there's no point in having a good record.
You'd have to.
You just gotta win the last couple games.
Just do it like 4 or 5 times a year.
That's actually a thing. In Mexico, they don't have like a real regular season anymore. They have like 2 tournaments. Like they have one in winter and one in summer.
Are you telling me you follow Mexican basketball closely?
Did I say basketball? I meant soccer. But either way, I don't follow that either. But I just know they do that.
What if they did that all year round?
What do you mean? They
just
do.
Just a constant tournament?
No, like a constant March Madness NBA tournament. And it was
like
just King of the
do
Hill.
one and then they reset in a few weeks, or
just like immediately, like next day.
This is why you're not Adam Silver.
Oh yeah. You want another take, Tom?
This is a
What if
garbage
we
idea.
drafted the entire league every year? How about that?
I like that.
That'd be interesting. I've always
These
wanted
aren't
to see like a
like-
professional league have like a draft just to start over, you know?
Like a fantasy draft.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
on Madden or
Dude.
something.
That'd be cool.
Like an expansion draft.
If these guys weren't like people who lived their lives in these cities and would have to move every year, that would be really cool.
I'm so excited for when the NBA expands to 32 teams because expansion drafts are like great, but the only league that's done it recently is the NHL, so no one gives a shit. But I
Yeah.
think they're
What
actually
the-
a lot of fun.
It's gonna be so
Right.
interesting. That said, the NBA should not expand. You do not need more teams.
Are you
They're
kidding
gonna
me?
expand.
That's to 32.
Seattle.
No.
Make them expand to 32. I think
16
They
out of
should
30
shrink the
teams make the playoffs.
they should
You
shrink the league. There's already enough talent though.
Who gives a shit about
It's
the
just
bottom
not
five
distributed.
teams? Nobody watches. You might as well make
no,
every
it's
team
not.
better if you cut them off. And this is true for every sport. I think the NFL doesn't need 32 teams. You could cut. Who gives a shit about? Okay, the Browns are different because I really should shit on the Browns. Who gives a shit about the Jets? Who gives a shit about other shitty teams that are?
Yeah, they're one more team.
The point is,
One more
you can
shitty
make
team,
the
Noah.
product better for the teams that matter, and you could eliminate those teams nobody watches.
No, because the good team's got to womp on somebody.
Okay, so how about at the end of the NBA regular season, the bottom 4 teams do a little tournament, and if you lose, how would I do this? If you lose that tournament, like 2 out of 5 times,
Or you could just do a
you're gone. You get relocated to a different
It's
city.
kind of like
You lose
relegation.
your franchise.
Yeah, I'd be
I like
down
that.
for relegation with
Pink
the G League.
slips.
Oh, you go to the G League, yeah. Make it like that's
Well, yeah,
great.
that's like
Well,
the
I
Premier
guess-
League.
Would that really get the players to play harder? What if like every player on the team who lost twice in a row was banned for a year?
Now we're getting
Sad.
creative.
I'm liking where this is going.
This is an interesting league. I'm gonna have to do this in 2K. Like the worst team in the
See
league. if you
Lamar
lose-
Golf League.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
You should
What is
pitch
it called?
me
The Junior League?
Lamar, if you're listening.
He's been quieter lately.
Sullivan.
It's nice, man.
Because he's living in Lithuania, where it's like a fucking disaster. Have you? There's an
It's a
article that
nuclear
came out
waste.
today.
I saw that.
I
No,
saw an
it's-
article came out today about
Fortunate.
how they're fucking miserable in Lithuania.
I am shocked. Oh man. Yeah.
Tom, have you
That's
kept
more
up
of
with
Tom though.
the Facebook show?
What's that?
Have you kept up with the Facebook show?
Absolutely, it's my favorite show. It's a hell of a show.
It's crazy to
Some
me.
good stuff on there. Those kids are great. Very
All in the
amusing.
family, but you watch 2 NBA games only to prepare for the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question. Here's a good question. So
Yeah.
I saw this on Twitter one time. So Lonzo becomes a player we all think he becomes. He's a triple-double machine,
Yep.
an all-star
Yep.
type player.
Yep.
But
Oh.
you have to sign his brothers, and you have to do the ball circus because his father's going to be there. Do you take Lonzo? Would you accept Lonzo on your team?
I think you got to get more specific what Lonzo is. Like, is he like
Is
He's an
20, 10,
all-star.
10?
He's an all-star.
just an all-star? Bradley Beal's
Yeah.
an all-star.
Is he putting up 20 to 10, 10? So if he's putting up 20, 10, 10, then yeah.
Yes, he
I
was
mean,
LeBron James.
people forget the Knicks have J.R. Smith's brother on their G League team still.
Hey,
From when he was on the Knicks as part of his deal.
really?
Yes.
Really?
That was part of his deal.
No way. What a guy.
If Lonzo is a top 5 player in the NBA, I'll take those other brothers. If he is like Jason Kidd at Jason Kidd's peak, I would consider it. Anything lower than that, absolutely not. Fuck those guys.
Do you have to play the brothers?
No, you just throw him on the bench.
You're part of the
Jello-
circus. You have to keep Lonzo happy.
LeVar.
One thing I will say for
Well, yeah,
fan
LeVar,
entertainment is I think LaMelo Ball would be one of the all-time garbage time players.
Everyone loves Melo.
He'd just be pulling up from half when you're up 30.
Did you just
and,
call
like,
LaMelo
making
Ball
up-
mellow?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to eat soap now.
No, everyone loves
Go
it.
eat a Tide Pod.
Yikes. Can't say that. There's kids listening.
Eat a Tide Pod.
Are there kids listening?
No.
Hope so.
Lithuanian kids.
There's hardly people listening. There's hardly human beings listening.
There might be aliens. There's others.
These days.
I'd be so jazzed if an alien listened to our podcast.
You do.
You never know.
That's how you know you make it.
Is it?
All right.
One alien.
It's time to get to our decided champions. I picked the Cavs for some reason. Jake picked the Warriors, Gwen picked the Warriors, Tom picked the Cavs, and Noah picked the Warriors. How do we all feel about that?
Very good.
Very
I feel
good.
pretty good too.
I hope it doesn't happen. It'll be boring, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want it to happen at all, but it's just gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And me wants it to happen.
I
NBA
feel great about mine, too. I think the Cavs are going to win the finals, and here's why. I think because for the last how many years, Alabama and the Cavs have done, Alabama and LeBron have had the
This
same
shit is crazy.
championship result for like the last 7 years. Alabama won the
That's
national
true.
championship, so are the Cavs. With LeBron, yep. So there
That's
you go.
awesome.
wow, you did your research. Forgot about that.
What's your
Absolutely.
ideal championship situation? And why? Mine's very bad.
Rockets
Go
Raptors, because that'd be fun.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Nuggets Raptors, because that'd be
There
fun.
I mean, I figured Nuggets gotta be in there
Who
somewhere.
wins?
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
No, I
That's
think
stupid
if the
question.
Rockets win the champ, I feel good for D'Antoni if the Rockets win. I feel like he deserves it. He's taken so much shit in his career.
I agree. I don't want James Harden to win a championship.
I don't
Right.
either.
He is disgusting to watch play basketball.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
no fun.
But he's got a great beard.
I want LeBron to win it. I want LeBron to win the championship. I want him to be the best player of all time.
He's gonna have to
There
win
he
so
is.
many more though.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does. I think he has to hit 4.
I think he has to hit 6 because Jordan fans are biased.
Yeah.
It's really
You're not
what it is.
only convinced
We
of
have to
Jordan.
let the next generation decide.
That's true. I don't think.
Who
Yeah, I
hasn't-
agree. It's the
who
next
hasn't
generation that decides.
Did you read that Ringer article, any of you? I think Noah did. The one where
I probably.
it compared the legacies of LeBron and Jordan.
Mhm.
And the conclusion was basically like LeBron's gonna have the better career, but Jordan was like had the better peak. Which
LeBron's like final numbers are going to be
Yes.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It's
He's already-
it's going to be stupid, like how dominant he was throughout his entire career,
Alright.
or his entire like
He
20-year
hit
career.
30,000, 8,000, 8,000.
yeah, he just hit that. He's probably
Oh,
gonna hit.
yeah.
He's probably gonna hit 40, 10, and 10.
That's
That would be
nuts.
unreal. Literally.
It's possible. If
LeBron
not,
James, greatest scorer in NBA history. That's weird.
And that's not even what he does. Like he's not even a scorer, you know.
Yeah.
Not
Like,
just a
what's that?
scorer.
Hey. You should go retire and play baseball.
He should.
Play a
No,
little
go
Russell
retire and
Wilson.
play football. Go play for the Cowboys.
He could probably do it all.
Early
Yeah,
on.
go be the best tight end of all time on the Dallas Cowboys.
He could have. Not
LeBron James, if you're listening, go do that.
Whatever sport he wanted to do, he could do.
All right, so now that we're talking about LeBron, where's LeBron going?
Oh,
Gotta go to
Uh,
Philly. Philly would be great.
He's gonna
I would
retire
love
because Kyrie Irving's gonna beat the Warriors, and everyone's gonna call LeBron overrated. That's my dream finals.
I'll see that happen.
Kyrie wins it without LeBron, and it's just
That'd be the
game
most
over,
incredible
LeBron.
thing in the world.
I mean, it's so hard to predict because nowhere is good.
Nowhere's good, right? Like you either go to like it's. But I think it's between Houston and Philly right now.
I could see him going to Houston because he likes Chris Paul. I just
Back
don't know
to
what his
Miami.
priorities are. That'd be wild.
It's gotta be someone with a ton of money.
But I still feel like Philly's a couple years away.
Yeah, and the Lakers are not even close.
They're a decade away.
Besides Lonzo.
But
they're not a decade
Bud developed.
away.
I was gonna say Bud developed.
I'm sorry, no, but they're not a decade away as much as
They
you
will
want them
never
to
be good again, okay? I refuse to believe it.
They could just sign Paul George next year. It'd be pretty good, but
Next year.
yeah, I don't know.
What if he went to like Utah or New Orleans?
I mean, it's like, why would he come to the West and go to the Rockets and play with two ball-dominant guys? Why would he go to the Lakers because they know? Why would he go to Philly because none of them can shoot? Just go to the Spurs.
Shoot, can he?
He's okay. 35. Ben Simmons can't shoot. JJ Redick can shoot. But like, there's not a lot.
Why not go to the Warriors?
Yeah, because we don't have the money.
I'm sure you could make the money.
Get rid of KD.
Oh man.
Is there a way you could have the money with keeping your
Four.
4 main guys?
I'm sure we could like go to the highest depths of.
Isn't Clay a free agent soon?
Yeah, but he's
He wants to retire.
we have to keep him. The best player in the league.
Noah's least favorite for some reason.
I still don't understand it.
He's just an amazing human. He just comes to work and shoots his shots, man. He's hilarious.
No, I think I should like him. And honestly,
You should.
I don't hate it. I don't hate him as much as I used to.
That's good. My
That was
favorite,
like a mild hate.
my favorite Klay Thompson stat, why I love him so much, besides his personality, is just he plays with Kevin Durant. He plays with Steph Curry. He's obviously the third option. But what are their career highs? Kevin Durant has 54. First of the Warriors, by the way. Steph has 54. Klay Thompson has 60.
In 3 quarters.
Because when Klay is hot, nobody can get hotter than Klay Thompson. That's why
No,
he's
it's
the
true.
best. The man is.
What I'd say the
almost
best,
still
but
watch
yeah.
37 minutes. Who's better than Klay Thompson? Who can get hotter than Klay Thompson?
No one.
Nobody. That doesn't make him better, though.
No.
That's in my book. During that moment.
That's
It's
true.
magic. I watched the
If you were
13 portion of
down
quarter with you
15,
guys. It was magic.
If you were down 15 and you could have one player on your team to bring you back, would it be Klay Thompson?
Me personally, yeah, but probably shouldn't be.
Who would it be if it wasn't you?
How much time?
Let's just go like 8 minutes.
LeBron James.
Yeah. 3 minutes though. I'm taking Damian Lillard.
Ooh.
The only one I've ever seen actually do it.
He just did it like 2 games ago.
I can't get over that game versus Thunder a
Oh,
couple years ago. Everyone should go watch that. During the
that was
pod after
insane.
the matter.
There's
think-
only one player in the league who can just stick out his arm and like tap his wrist, and he magically becomes the best player in the world.
Austin
Take
Rivers.
that.
And
Baby.
that's Dame Lillard.
Awesome.
Isaiah Thomas.
Fuck Isaiah Thomas. What? Okay, we haven't talked about him this podcast, and we need to because he has fallen from grace.
I don't know. He is just stubborn as fuck.
Yeah.
Is his problem. Like, I guess you gotta have, like, he's our height, right? Maybe shorter. He's shorter than me.
I think he's shorter than, wow.
He's listed
Yeah.
at 5'9".
Yeah, he's shorter than me for sure.
A couple of inches on me.
You can't get to the league unless you're like, I'm the greatest. But like when you get to a team when you're playing with the actual greatest, you can't pretend that you're the greatest anymore. And that's what he was doing. It just wasn't gonna work. He's also probably still hurt. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him, but like, anytime my hip flexor or hip even hurts a little bit, I'm out for 2 days. So
I'm crying.
you get like a little hip flexor pull, I am down. Weekend plans canceled. Game over. He's just, he was so fun to root for in Boston, and I was just like, first of all, I was on the Lakers, which is no fun for anybody, but just kind of an annoying personality.
Does he start at point guard now?
He was when Lonzo was out, and I don't know anything.
I don't think he is.
So he's coming off the bench now.
I think he is, yeah.
Oh,
There's no way he stays in LA after the season, right?
No, because LeBron's going to LA.
I will quit basketball.
What if it's
You were
the Clippers?
IC?
What was that?
What if it's the Clippers?
Oh, then I'm gonna
That's what I
buy.
would team.
I will cry tears of joy.
Maybe. They're willing to spend big.
Honestly, the Clippers, it will never happen, but they make more sense than than a lot of the teams rumored to go for him to go to.
Alright, whose ears are not getting killed right now?
I don't think it's me this time.
Yeah, I think it's Squank, because
Me?
Squank's just smiling.
Yeah, is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you.
Do it.
You nitwit.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good now.
I didn't do anything different.
Are you recording with the potato again?
If the potato is a phone, yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's been, my last point on LeBron is, who would you, let's say everyone's healthy, would you be more afraid of LeBron and Kawhi or LeBron and Giannis on the same team?
LeBron, Giannis.
Kawhi.
Forget the rest of their teammates.
Kawhi.
Giannis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Giannis.
I think it's Kawhi. Kawhi. People are like hating or sleeping on Kawhi because he's been dead for so long.
Absolutely. I feel like my only thought is Giannis is so good, but like they
Squank.
have no offensive game.
I think long term, Giannis is only gonna get better,
Oh my god, dude! So
and like
bad.
Kawhi probably is as good as he's gonna get.
That's
Yeah.
Giannis is
fucking much better.
likely
Giannis
the
still can't
best
shoot.
player after LeBron James.
Oh, wow.
Could be. He's almost there.
Like imagine the best play. Like imagine the torch being passed. The torch is still on the same team. That'd be ridiculous.
Whoa.
And LeBron could teach him his ways. Show him to be a leader.
Exactly, Tom. To be a leader.
You guys tell me how old Giannis is?
22.
23, right? 22?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, Tom, how old are you?
12. 23 years old?
Tom, what's your birthday?
October 26, 1994.
December 6th, 1994 is Giannis.
So he's younger than me.
Yeah.
Have you seen a picture of this man recently?
What are we doing with our lives?
Have you seen a picture of me recently?
Yeah, I'm looking at you right now, bro.
We don't look like we
9
don't
foot
look the
arm.
same.
Before we talk about anything else, did you guys see what Karl Anthony Towns posted today?
No, I did not.
He posted a picture of him and Devin Booker and Trey Lyles, somebody else, Tyler Eulis. And you know what he said? You know what he
Senior
said?
night?
He said, "Happy Senior Night," because they would be seniors at Kentucky right now. Those
My
guys are putting up 20 a game in the league, and they could be in college.
That's crazy.
You
Jeez.
guys
so
Giannis posted on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I did.
He posted a video of him holding a bell that said "Ring for blowjob."
There's a girl there too.
Yeah, I think his girlfriend's in the background, like, "Stop it!"
Oh my god.
My God,
Honest.
he's just so likable.
On the court and in the sheet.
Yeah, that's what he said. Freak on the court and freak on the sheets.
Wow, what a legend.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah,
Oh.
pass him the torch. He's the next goat.
If he develops a semblance of a jump shot, the whole league's doomed.
Does he not have a shot?
No, and he still balls.
You can shoot in the mid-range this year.
12.
Relatively. Not
In the one
Yeah.
game I watched, he drained some threes. At least 1 3. I will say.
Every once in a while, but it's not good. Yet.
Davis is only 24? No, what? Oh, he turns 25 in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
When's Tiger
old
facial hair?
piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, 25. Fucking retire, bro.
My God. Got millions.
He's in some good hands, man.
Yeah, there's some good young kids out there.
Sorry.
How old's Devin Booker?
I don't know. Be a senior in college.
Oh my God.
Came to the league.
He can be very good at scoring.
Probably 21 too.
21?
21 or 22, he must be.
Didn't they lose the game he put up 71 in?
Yeah, but that's because they were
17.
only giving him the ball.
They fed him the rock. They were calling timeouts for him down the stretch. Just
Yeah.
shoot. It was amazing.
I feel like they were losing by 15 like the whole time.
Yeah, oh no, they were getting boned by the Celtics, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he still dropped.
He still did it.
My favorite basketball highlight of all time, and this is when 4 of us on this lived in a house together. Jake was playing NBA 2K, I believe 16 at the time, and he was playing on Hall of Fame on 1 or 2 minute quarters, I don't remember which. And he played with legends, and he set up every game so that he could hit a buzzer beater with Larry Bird. And he did it in almost every game of the season, and he got equally excited every time he did it. And I was in my room, and I would just hear Jake yell, "Bird!" over and over again in like 5-minute intervals between games. That's my favorite
incredible.
basketball highlight of all time.
Yeah, that was so fun. Yeah, I put it on 1 minute quarters, and I just simmed. Like, I watched the sim until it got to the fourth quarter, and with the buzzer beater, I went in, took the shot, and then went to the next game.
What if it wasn't close?
I just went to the next game.
Not worth it.
It was pretty much always close, though, because it was a 1 minute quarters. Like, there's only
That's right.
3 seconds a quarter.
Scores like 10-10.
Yeah. Oh, I was hitting buzzer beaters going up 11-8. It was devastating. Alright, what else we got?
So that's all we had in our prediction. So on the whole, we were pretty wrong.
Jack.
But I think it's time for a good hot take segment. What do you guys think?
I love me some hot takes.
Yeah, that's what we're known for. Well, from the flow of people who listen to us, that's what they know us for. Jake, I know you had some hot takes ready to go. You talked about this before you came on. So what do you got going for us?
I actually had some hot takes that we talked about
Okay.
the league and redrafting the league every year. I mean, what do we want to talk about teams and how Dallas is going to make the playoffs next year? Or do we want to talk about... See, that was a hot take. I snuck it in there.
I don't know if we are talking about the Dallas Mavericks making the playoffs next year.
I'm talking about the Dallas.
Why?
Because they're going to get a good player in the draft, and I'm telling you, man, this clutch minute stuff is just an anomaly.
It evens out.
It's going to even out.
Yeah.
Unless if you're the Patriots, that shit evens out.
Their offense, late in games, is Harrison Barnes ISOs. The worst play in basketball. And next year, they just won't do that because they'll give it to whoever they draft, or give it to Dennis Smith, and they'll go even, and they're going to make the playoffs. You heard it here first, probably only here. But it's happening.
Is Dirk retiring or no?
Dirk? No, he's coming back. He's coming back.
How old is he?
He wants to. He's getting to 40.
Oh my god.
What else is he gonna do? Like, it's Dirk.
I mean, commentate something.
Hot take, Vince Carter is going to throw down an in-game windmill sometime in the rest of the season.
I saw his last.
That'd be sweet.
I saw his last in-game dunk, and it wasn't pretty. It was wide open too.
I can't believe he's still in the league.
He's not bad.
No, he's not. But like, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna windmill.
No, I don't know if he can get up in it. Well, doesn't he do it in warm-ups? I think I saw something about him like doing stuff like that in warm-ups.
He's 41 years old.
Yeah, he's 41.
Holy shit.
He literally starts collecting Social Security next year.
I don't think you know how Social Security works.
What else do you want? You want some takes on players or teams? Do you want me to just say stuff I actually think? You want me to just make stuff up?
It seems like you have a lot going on in your head. Just spew it.
Yeah.
Man,
I wanted.
What if 10 years down the line, the best player in the 2018 draft class is Markelle Fultz?
That'd be the most incredible thing.
I think it could happen.
I don't.
Really?
Why not?
I think
Why?
He's so
just gotta learn how
mentally
to shoot.
fucked.
You gotta learn how to shoot again. We have
I think he was physically
That's
fucked.
The NBA is not the time to learn how to shoot a basketball. He cannot physically shoot a basketball.
Eric is just throwing some ice cubes on my take right now.
He's the one that went to UW and got money, right?
They all got money.
They are.
Alright, but he's the one that was in the news for it.
Yeah, he got 10,000.
Alright, he's going to jail. That's a hot take.
That was he got 10,000. He can't get in trouble for that, right? He can't get legally
No, it's
No.
from the NCAA.
No, it's cool.
for him.
Yeah,
Take
so
that
UW is boned.
Take that man. But he got paid 10,000, and they said DeAndre Ayton got paid 100,000. So it was like DeAndre Ayton 10 times better than Markelle Fultz. Hot take: we're having at least 5 Hall of Famers coming in next year. This is a long take, a real long one.
Holy
We're gonna have to
shit,
track
that's
that
hot take.
5 Hall of Famers. If
Dude,
not more.
name them.
Greatest draft class of all time? Prediction.
Hot take.
Wow.
Whose
Wait.
ears? Okay, wait, hold on. Whose ears are
Wow.
not getting blown up right now?
It's gotta be me.
Yeah,
Bottom
it's
right,
like,
top right.
I don't know what I'm doing though.
okay.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you
still
this update. Do you see what this says?
It says NBA Final, Thunder, 111.
Oh,
Maverick.
the Mavericks
110.
choked again.
Clutch game losers. 9 and 30 in clutch games.
In OT.
It's just like
Was it OT?
getting
Yep.
it out next year, guys. Oh, those are my hottest ones that I've had brewing for days now.
Those are
Unrelated
some
to
hot
the pod.
takes. That lived up to the hype.
I have a lot of opinions. I was talking to somebody, I went down to Long Beach a couple weekends ago. Actually, when the whole house got together, I was in Long Beach with my friend Sam. Unrelated. Previous.
Swank, take your headphones out. Just take
Ruin
them
them
out. Unplug them. And take them off. Alright, continue, Jake.
But I was in Long Beach, and my friend works for their basketball team, so I was surrounded by some basketball people.
Oh, man.
And there were some people just with some Tom-like Laker takes. And I was shocked how many Laker fans genuinely believe in themselves as a team.
The Laker fans are the worst.
You still have
They're
faith
the
they can
worst.
make
They're
the playoffs.
delusional. They're delusional. They
They
probably
believe.
think they're going to be playoff contenders next year.
It's crazy.
They
You
thought
need
they
that
were playoff
attitude.
contenders this year. They're
You
idiots.
need
They,
that attitude, but it's crazy.
they are the worst.
If you're a Laker fan out there,
I hate you.
tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us at
DBlakePod.
Drink. Yep, there you go. And follow us while you're at it.
Thanks, Tom.
You got it, guys.
That was got me. And I only brought this up because of a hot take I heard about Blake Griffin and the Pistons. What do you guys think about this? Pistons make the finals within Blake Griffin's contract.
How many years is that?
No, that's not happening. They'd have to get another star.
I mean, I argued for about a half hour against it. He was,
Just some
he was
impassioned
he was
people.
not backing down. Oh man, there was some.
And this
some
was a Laker fan?
It's crazy. Yeah, an LA fan who likes Blake Griffin.
Yeah, there's no way he does. He's not good enough. He's good enough to get you into the 8th seed with a average. Like, he's just not good enough.
Man,
And I love him, and I'm sad we traded him away because of how much he meant to the Clippers franchise. But he was never going to be good enough to get you a deep playoff run as the best player or even the second best player.
Weren't you guys hyped on him before the season? No
Oh,
one.
very hyped.
yes. Oh, so hyped. I'm still hyped. I didn't say
I-
he's dead. I'm not saying he's going to make the finals, but
Yeah. Like, there's a difference between being a MVP contender and a finals contender.
imagine the Clippers playing this hard with healthy Blake and healthy everybody.
Oh, we'd be so much better.
54
Yeah.
wins, I think I said. Oh, that's so bad. It looks so bad. I'm losing all my
Like,
credibility.
If
on
the
this
Clippers could have stayed healthy, I don't know if Blake Griffin would be traded right now.
That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of the Clippers, they're losing 39-14 to the Rockets, but
It's
Let's not
irrelevant.
talk about it. It's just those, I don't know how relevant it is right now.
How many minutes does Boban have? That's the real question.
Yeah, they're just waiting until the third quarter.
Do you guys
Fucking-
realize that, like, we had a 19-point lead and then, like, 6 minutes of game time passed and we were losing?
Yikes.
That's incredible.
So guys, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
And then we can talk about whatever you guys want. Or we can just call it. James Harden. What's James Harden's signature move?
Getting
The
fouls.
flop,
The
Yeah.
beard.
like a no step.
I appreciate what you guys are saying, but it's a step back
I didn't know there was a
for
right.
a three. And guess what?
What?
It's a travel. Every time. He steps back, and then he takes a hop step back. And I don't understand it. I don't understand. Why is nobody talking about this besides me? Guys, you know what?
Conspiracy
I know-
theory here.
I know this is an audio form of media, but the listeners, look at this.
Alright, Jake has put his phone up to the screen. I'm gonna narrate. Okay. Wait, he's playing a
Riveting
video.
podcast.
So, okay, he...
See that?
No, I didn't. It
No,
looked like
rewind.
one step.
God damn it.
You took a step? It
Well,
just
that
looks
was
like
three.
one big step.
It's not.
No, he slid his feet, right?
Yes.
Isn't that
Kinda
3
tough.
steps then? It's
How
not
do I
legal?
how do I send... Wait.
I thought 2 steps was
On a
legal.
drive, that's legal, not... Fucking... Hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, listeners.
This is
R-rated
us podcasting right now.
Heckin'.
This is great. I'm just pissed, guys, and my passion has to get out because there's no like.
I love it. No, we thrive on passion.
All right. I'm gonna send it to you guys. Any of you listeners who want this video,
We'll
hit
tweet
me
it. We'll figure out how
yeah.
to tweet it.
Dream about
Yeah.
this.
at Muffin50.
You're not alone, Jake.
Clutch bunch of...
I'm, if you're really interested, I'll tell you the origin story of Clutch Muffin. But it's a travel every time, and we need to do something about it because I wonder if you take that away, what does he average? Does he still average 31? I bet he averages like 24. Like that's a huge part of his game. It's illegal.
Like, and all the fouls.
Yeah, you know that is what it is. Player ref beef. That is what it is.
Alright. We should move on. Does anyone else have any hot takes they'd like to spew now?
Fergie's
Spew-
national anthem was the
Blazers
best.
gonna win the finals this year.
Shut your mouth, Jake.
What did Jake
Oh,
say?
Jake, can you say that again?
Oh, you whore.
Fergie's national anthem was top 3 all time.
Go,
This is
go,
Definitely got a
fuck.
lot of
I'm gonna
offense.
mute. How do I mute just
You
Jake?
are officially
Yo, just
not
logging off the
invited back.
You should that's the intro.
Oh, it was so bad. And the pregame
It's
thing was
awful.
so bad for Kevin Hart, and then the first half of the game was so bad. Then the halftime show was cool. I didn't really totally understand it, but it was cool.
She
I
was trying
watched
to
it
throw
with
her
no
own
sound.
snare. Oh, well, that's
Yeah, so you watched it without sound.
Yeah, I was at a bar and I was
Oh.
just watching just the people dancing and singing, and I was very confused. But I knew who was singing.
Burgalicious.
I wish.
Fergalicious
That
would
probably
be a
would've been
better
better than
national anthem
Asshole.
than our current national anthem. Hot take.
Man,
You gotta feel bad for her, though.
dude.
Why?
Because
Thought she was
she wasn't trying to be bad. She
No,
was trying to do her own little flair on it,
just didn't work out.
as they always do, which never works out.
I don't know. Like when Austin Rivers takes a step back 3 and airball stuck with that, and he's kind of some flair
Well,
on
I mean, he also hits the three 40% of the time. So let's talk about that instead. You know,
it. You got me, bro.
let's not be a dick to the goat.
I'm just
You know
gonna.
who else shoots a 3 40% of the time, or makes it 40% of the time?
Trey Lyles.
Joe Ingles.
Al-Farouq Aminu, and his shot is
Mark
awful.
Aminu.
So,
Really?
Is he still
Yeah.
playing basketball?
He's shooting 40% right now.
he's like 39 point something, yeah.
That makes sense because he is a former Clipper, so
He is so ugly.
and an African prince.
He's an African, yeah.
Cold-blooded, Tom.
Wait, he's actually a prince?
He's actually a prince.
He's a descendant. His name means the chief has arrived because it's like some royalty thing.
That's
is that
why
why
they
they call
call
him
him
Chief?
Chief.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not out of nowhere. That's just what his name means.
Huh. Well, he's still ugly.
Cool.
Well, yeah.
But he's royalty,
guys.
so we'll let it
I
slide.
appreciate these opportunities to talk ball. I want to apologize to the listeners. I care about you guys. I didn't in the heat of
Fergie's probably listening to this.
Yeah, we apologize to Fergie. We apologize to who else do we shit on?
I'm gonna say, if Fergie wants to come on the show,
Tom is officially inviting her.
I will extend that welcome.
I'll tweet at her right now.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tweet at Fergie?
Sure, why not? I haven't tweeted in like 2 years. I'll tweet at Fergie right now.
It's never a bad time. You'll get at least 4 likes on it. Favorites, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Alright. I think we should be wrapping this up. So it's time to get to our what we're known for. What our 10 fans expect from us. And that is oh fuck this thing. Noah, do you wanna go first? Do you have one?
I have 2. One
Okay.
of them I've already said before, which is people that complain about app updates. Go fuck yourself. Anybody who complains about Snapchat update, guess what? It's been 3 weeks and you're probably used to it. And if you're not, who gives a shit? It's a fucking app. Get over it. Get over yourself.
No,
but the
fuck
actual, yeah,
It's
okay,
garbage.
fair enough.
It's fucking garbage.
My actual fuck this thing this week is The Bachelor, who advertised that there was the finale this week, but it wasn't the actual goddamn finale. It's next week. I feel like I've been lied to.
This is actually a real thing. I sat through this past episode mainly because my roommate was watching it. But
Oh, same? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
it was believed to be the finale, and okay, this is another thing that fuck that is they show like a preview of what next episode's gonna be like. They're like on next week's 3-hour finale. Like they didn't even pretend. They just came out and said it's gonna be 3 hours. Like very minimal shit's gonna happen. Like fuck that. Fuck you.
3 hours!
Who
I'm
watches
already
3
2
hours?
The NFL couldn't end the championship games and be like on 2 weeks from now in the Super Bowl 3-hour finale.
Quarter.
I'm in too deep to not watch it. It's 3 goddamn hours.
Have
Oh,
you
and they
watched
got
every
rid of
episode?
Kendall, who clearly was the best, because Kendall is hysterical. She collects and creates taxidermy. That's incredible. Who does that?
Is that a turn on or a
We
turn
should
off?
have an
Noah?
actual episode.
I'm very far in on both
To The
of these
Bachelor?
takes. I'm all for him. No,
Oh,
God,
okay.
no, never. I'm all for not being lied to, and I forgot what it was, but I was all in on the first take.
That's
Snapchat.
Oh,
I'm
not in that.
Snapchat,
Okay,
yeah.
man, get over it. Things change. The world keeps spinning. Unless you're Kyrie Irving.
Maybe he does
back.
believe it's spinning just it's like a paper turning, you know?
God,
Yeah.
what a fucking idiot.
He's got a following of people that agree with him.
Yeah,
Flat
flat
Earth
earthers.
society.
It's a society of people.
How?
Did you see one of their tweets?
You forgot to go to high
Said-
school.
It said, the Flat Earth Society has followers all around. the
Yeah, I
world.
saw that.
Oh, yeah. Read that again real slow.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you guys with my fuck this thing, and then I gotta
Okay.
go. It's
Alright.
related to my fuck this thing. So my fuck this thing is me not eating a burrito before 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Because I ate a burrito. It was damn good.
What kind of burrito was it?
So it was a
Chicken.
super burrito with rice, refried beans, carnitas, guac, and sour cream.
Gee,
Didn't put chicken.
That's
And it was good. They didn't have
Carnitas
any
are the best burrito meat, like objectively of all the meats.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
Absolutely
no doubt.
not.
you guys have other suggestions? Because I'm going to go get a burrito right now. I'm going straight to this because I love the pot and I'm starving.
Gotta get the clock.
Yeah.
24 Pacific time. Alright. Well,
All right,
guys.
Jake.
Thank you for
Well, thank you for
All right.
joining.
See you, Jake.
Shit.
We'll talk
See you
to
later.
you again. We'll do another NBA update and realize how we've all been wrong a second time somehow.
Or
With more
right, or right.
information.
You never know.
Shout out to the
Didn't
boys.
even make the predictions. Already wrong.
I'm going to tweet out to all my followers, probably the only people on this pod. I'm going to say, listen to everybody's pod.
Well, thank you.
Alright. See you guys.
Shout out.
See you, Jake.
See you later.
All right. Tom,
Well, I did not have my time to prepare for this.
you
I'm
did.
gonna go-
We told you before the
Absolutely.
show.
I sure did, but then I got distracted and I had to look up Lonzo's stats.
Fair
So
enough.
I didn't have time to research.
Okay.
We're going with loud chewers. So my dad is a loud chewer and it fucking pisses me off.
I feel that.
You can hear him chewing and I can't stand it. That's what I'm going with.
One of my old roommates was a loud chewer, and it was just the most obnoxious thing in the world.
Just
We'd be
can't-
watching like a show, and he'd just be chewing. I'd be like, that's the only thing I could hear.
Yeah, you just can't focus on your food or how good it is. You gotta be listening to that the whole time. It's not good.
It's like, who taught you how to eat? We live in a civilized society. Come on.
Keep your mouth shut.
God forbid the aliens come down and the first meal they have is with your dad. They're gonna think we're all like fucking psychos.
Alright, my dad is not the worst example. Okay, well, you know who is the worst example is
Who?
Swank.
Is he a loud chewer?
He's a loud chewer.
Am I?
You're a loud chewer, I know it.
Okay.
Squank,
Probably
do you,
am.
do you have a fuck this thing?
I do. It's
Okay.
Washington drivers.
Alright.
Are they're worse than Portland drivers? Or Oregon
Oh,
drivers?
they're the worst.
No, they're
awful. Yes, they are. Anytime you drive around here and get mad at a driver, it always has a Washington plate on the car, without fail.
For doing what?
Just anything.
Driving
Being
too
dumb.
well?
No. Like, in a passing lane, before it, they'll be going 45, and then they'll speed up to like 70 in the passing lane when you're trying to pass them, and then slow back down to 45.
Yeah, I'm not giving you my spot in the passing lane.
So it's
Sounds
all
fair
of you.
enough.
They teach you that way.
You can't tell me you don't drive that way.
No, I don't speed up and then slow back down.
I think most people do.
Why?
Because I'm keeping my spot. You can get in behind me.
The entire passing lane? Like, you're gonna hold up a line of cars and then be like, you know what, instead of letting them pass me, I'm gonna keep holding up this line of cars.
I'm just trying to defend my state. I agree.
Rated up, sucks at driving.
This is not related to Washington, really, but isn't your flag, like, is it the Washington flag or the Oregon flag that isn't the same thing on both sides?
Oregon flag.
Alright,
Yeah,
never
so-
mind.
That's where you
One
live,
side's
Eric.
Evil, and I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah. Okay, my fuck this thing, this has been on my list for a while, and I just haven't gotten to it. I just wrote strobe light bikes. There's a lot of people who ride their bikes to work in Portland, and sometimes they have like flashy lights so cars don't hit them, which makes sense. But they're so, some of them are just so distracting and so bright that it's just like, it's the only thing I focus on. I'm like more prone to hit you because I'm just looking at you and not looking at any of the cars or anything else around me because you're just a beacon. So,
Right.
You know what? If you're just trying to draw attention to yourself by just having all these bright flashy lights, go fuck yourself. You know, maybe you deserve to get hit. I don't know.
Well, and it's the thing of like you look or you drive towards where you're looking towards.
Yeah.
Like they tell you not to look at an accident because then you'll fucking crash into the accident.
Right.
Now we're looking at these bikers with lights on their heads.
Yeah, like, if it was just like one constant light, like, regardless of how bright it would be, it'd be like, I see that from afar, like, okay. And then I can get over it, but it's just like flashing in your face, and then there's all different colors, and they're from different parts of the biker's body. It's like, you know what, you're asking for something at that point.
You think it might be like an entourage of bikers? You never know. You gotta keep your heads up.
Exactly, like, is this a gaggle of bikers, or is this just one idiot who's trying to fucking not get hit too hard? Like, you can try to not get hit by cars too hard. And that's what these people are doing.
They have it coming. You should just hit them next time.
Fucking right.
One time I was thinking, like, I can't look at this blinking light anymore. I just need it to end. So maybe if I take him out, it'll end, but...
That'll teach him a lesson. Don't distract me again.
Alright, guys. Anything else to add? This was another very moderately successful NBA podcast.
That's what we shoot for, moderately.
Just above average.
Yeah, I got nothing though.
I got nothing.
We have some great stuff coming up. We have, we're gonna have an Oscars recap soon. We're gonna have a full mailbag question that will serve as our official anniversary podcast, because we've been doing this for an entire year now for some reason.
Incredible.
And for some
I'm
reason,
impressed.
we still have more than 3 followers, or listeners, I guess they're called. Anything else to add, Noah?
I got nothing.
Alright.
Have a good week.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll be back with some Oscars recap.
Alrighty. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.